Good evening. Good day, guys. Welcome. Welcome to another day, another trading day. I don't like the shirt that I'm wearing today. I don't like the shirt that I'm wearing today. My system is a bit slow. Am I clear? Let me see if I'm clear. How are you doing, guys? Let's see if I'm clear. Okay. Okay. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Um, we'll do our analysis for the day, for the day trading. Then we'll go through any other thing that we have to go through. Let's just quickly do the analysis for the day, man. It's half past, and then we'll come back to all the other thing that we can speak about. But let's get going for today. I think the market will be consolidating for a while now until hmm, second previous daily high. We are trading above the previous daily high. We are trading above a previous daily. We just swept previous daily high. Previous daily low is still intact as well. Um, Also, if you remember yesterday, we spoke about this daily fair value gap, yeah? Yesterday we spoke about this daily fair value gap. Um, I think we held that yesterday. So let's see where is our next movement, yeah? We have set previous daily high. Let me see S&P 500, yeah. There could be still a drop liquidity below, to be honest. There could still be a drop liquidity. Remember, we still have that previous daily high and low here. The daily fair value gap that could look to retest and push to the upside. But still, we are inside this fair value gap, the daily fair value gap. Yeah. What's weird, and I think that will be me looking for shorts. I think the previous daily high on S&P 500 is still intact, but on Nasdaq, we've taken the previous daily high. Honestly, I've not looked at the market today. I don't know what's happening. I'll look into that now as we analyze. Okay. Remember yesterday I spoke about this area as a drop liquidity. Hence, we looked for shorts to long yesterday. And I think today we're still there. I don't know where we're going next, but the fact that we still held that previous yesterday's 4 hour fair value gap that I spoke about, um, I would want that to sweep up to the upside, but it did not do that. So going forward, come on, man, this thing is low. I don't know why. How? Just previous. Okay, here there is SMT. I should say there is SMT between this and S&P 500. We have just taken the 4 hour fair value gap, even though we have not really reacted on and just closed below it. We don't see an invasion of it, but I think it's very critical for me to mark this one. Yeah. This for our fair value gap here, because that will be our next. I think that will act as support as well. High possibility of this fair value gap here to act as support. As you're coming through, do not forget to like and subscribe. Yeah, there's high possibility for this to act as support. That is why I'm marking it. But also, you should also still take note that you are inside for our fair value gap as well. And we have served yesterday's high, so 15 minute. Taking the high, taking that high. To be fair, that's 1 hour. Hmm, interesting. This breaker held, yeah. This 1 hour fair value gap. That held. So I'm just gonna mark it, yeah. There is possibility of just looking something like that. I don't know. And I don't think today I have a clear bias. Hmm. Yeah, today I don't have any clear bias. What's your bias for tonight? It would be interesting to know your bias, guys. We held that 15 minutes fair value gap, yeah. But also above it, there is that held again here. I don't have a bias. That held. No, I don't have a bias, man. What's your bias for tonight? Just let's engage. What's your bias for tonight? I don't have any bias at all. So Asia session we broke out during London. We just tapped 50% of London session, continue to the upside. Now we held that for value gap. We are coming lower. So you could get lower prices. Look at that. You can get until this. I just don't like it myself. I don't like it. Nope. I don't like it. I don't see anything. What's your bias, gent? Perhaps let me wait and see as it comes back inside here. I think so. So perhaps I will get a move like this. But for now, I don't see anything. Nah, for now, I don't see anything. We did hold the value gap. If that maybe perhaps another five breaks, I don't like it. Let me not force it. No, I don't like it. Nope, not gonna force a trade. I have no bias. I have no bias. I'm just gonna sit tonight. But we'll go to the day trade to the swing positioning, man. For now, I have nothing. So I will just be watching this low, yeah. I think that's what we'll be watching for now. Until then, I'm sitting out. Okay. Yeah, I think that's what I'll be waiting for. But let's go straight to let's just quickly do our swing trading and update. AUDSD bullish is back. Bitcoin is bearish, guys. Okay. So as we are waiting for this to get back to that 4 hour fair value gap, yeah, maybe we can get a rejection to the upside. And then until then, I'm sitting on my hands, okay? So while I am busy sitting on my hands, until then, I'm gonna sit on my hands, but possible we'll get a market structure shift here. Yeah, it's gonna set up. So I'm gonna sit on my hands. I don't like this, eh? Mm, I think I'm gonna make, I have to wait for the next 15 minutes again. So I don't think there's a need for me to trade. So now I'm looking at this 15 minutes. We see that it's just if that closes below, I'm gonna wait for the next 15, perhaps get a move lower, and then I can go long again. Honestly, I'm gonna sit out, man. So for now, since I'm sitting out for now, please don't forget to like and subscribe. While waiting for this, let's speak about swing trading and update on my swing positioning. Let's speak about what's been happening. Ooh, look at that. Okay. Anyway, trade update. Um, I'm long US dollar. I'm long USD JPY. I mean, I'm long USD JPY. I'm short USD JPY. I'm short Euro JPY, which has been a while now. So I'm also short here, and I'll explain why. I'll explain why. So as we edge closer to the Fed's date and NFP data, I believe that the Feds have to eventually cut rates. So for me now, as we are here looking at USD JPY, shucks, man, I'm so tired. So looking at USD JPY on this resistance, I entered short, given that I'm bearish for the dollar. But this I've been holding for a while. I'm even fed up about it. But there is a trade here that I'm not happy about. This trade, I missed this trade. It's done. It's a complete trade. I missed it. Yeah, I missed the trade. So now I think you should have secured a bit of profit if it roll over and continues, but it's done now. There's nothing I can do about it. But just have to let it go, man. But let's look at the hedge fund. Don't forget to like and subscribe. So let's look at the hedge fund. I think it will give us ideas where we want to go with our trading right now. As I said, I'm short USD JPY and dollar yen. Okay. So looking at the hedge fund, the AUDUSD, that's why I entered. It's still bullish. That's why I entered. Look at what I'm doing. That's why I entered long. Unfortunately, I missed the trade. NZDUSD, it's bullish. CHFJPY is still bullish. Gold is still a very strong bull. We'll look into gold and the ETF trade that I have on gold. Bearishness, it's USD CHF. I'm already short USD JPY. Bitcoin is bearish, but let's look into those, man. Before we speak about all the conspiracies about macroeconomics, let's be speak to about gold. Let's see gold. Ooh, gold is continuing, man. Break out from this all-time high. Gold just broke out from an all-time high, and I'm on this trade. Just broke out of the all-time high, and I'm on this trade. Guess what I have on gold? I have a GLDF issue. I bought an ETF on gold. I bought an ETF in the JSE. Where is it? Just gonna show you now the trade that I have. New gold issue. Look at that. So remember, I've been on this trade from when? From 5th of June. I've been on a drawdown until now that we're starting to break out uh, from from the low. I'll tell you now. Hold on. So now I'm in profit for the first time, man, in a long time. My gold trade is it's looking good. Um, but now the ETF, because it's an ETF, the it's a bit slower compared to the actual gold trade that I have. So the good news is I'm back on gold, man. And why is gold running to the upside? We'll speak about it now. What am I doing here? Back to profit, baby. Okay. So I'm hoping it will continue and take out this all-time high here. If it does that, that will be very good for me. I think I'll be up on gold 1% on this ETF gold. But anyway, so this is the gold ETF that I have. But looking at gold, actual gold, where is it? Do not forget to like and subscribe, guys. So looking at the actual gold, gold has just broke out from there. So we could look to roll over. We could look to roll over and hold that all-time high and still continue to the upside. So gold is still very bullish. I might look into trading gold on this retest again here to look for longs. On that retest again on gold, I'm gonna look to go long again. I think gold is the proper setup for longs on gold. I am gonna look for this trade on gold. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. US oil, I was looking for shorting that high, but I don't like how it's moving, so I'm gonna let it go. Um, but looking at what's the China telling me? AUD NZD, it's not my favorite pair. I'm not AUD NZD. Okay, USD CHF. As I said, I'm bearish for the dollar. So it still looks bearish, but I just don't wanna. I just don't want to trade this mess here. You could be trading it because if you see, it's a very clean downtrend on a 4 hour time frame where you could look to short there, coming back to this low. I just don't like how it's moving because I'm thinking it might even break, come back to the upside and look for this other resistant area. So I'm not going to do that to myself. Also, I've missed the trade here. But another one is AUD CAD. Where is it? This thing is gone. It's bullish now. Look at that. That's a dirty market, man. Look at this. Why would I want to trade this? I'll think about it on the 4 hour time frame. I'll contemplate trading it on the 4 hour time frame. I just don't like it, man, when things are this ugly. Might look into entering at that long, but I will look into it, not now. I will look into it. Euro USD still ranging. Bitcoin, let's just quickly speak about Bitcoin, man. Bitcoin saying it's a bear. I'm not gonna even short Bitcoin anyway. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that at all. Let me just quickly see what's happening here. Ooh, okay. We have tapped where we wanted. Okay. Yo, this thing is gonna go without me, really now. Yo. What the hell? It looks like we are holding this for our favorite gap here. It's confusing me. Yep. Except that, like, oh, okay. La, 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 So, okay. Let's see. We'll tap into this 4 hour time frame. If there's 15 minutes closes, it will leave that gap. That gap here will also be another deciding factor for me. So let's see as we come along because we held that 15 minutes for value gap here. And then we have tapped into that 4 hours. And I said, I want to see the reaction as we tap into that 4 hours. I love that the first point of reaction now, it's um it's a rejection. So I could look to go long. And look at that 15. Okay. One thing I'm noticing here, if this five can flip and have an invasion, we are likely to come back, test back that those highs. So I just have to watch, man. Ooh, beautiful. Okay. I'm not saying I'll take a trade. I just love how it's setting up. I am gonna wait for more confirmation, but I love how it's setting up. Because if it rejects within that fair value gap and come close above here, then I could look for a trade somewhere here and then look for longs. But now, until then, I'm not gonna look for a trade. Just yeah, just rejecting low again. So you see the reason why you should just wait for your time, man. Wait for your time. Look at that. Who's talking now? Ah, come on, man. Tired, man.
Inkinga i-quotation kumele kube ithole ukuthi ngithole ama-details wawo ukuthi ngikwazi ukuyi-capture-a ku-system.
I'm just waiting. Sometimes you just have to wait and be patient. I'm not gonna rush it. Ah, okay, 50 minutes just closed. So just had a 50-minute closure now. So we have a few reaction points. That and that high, like something like this. So those are things I'm looking for now. Look at that. That thing is coming, man. Also, we have this low. Let me watch this low as well. I'm just gonna watch this low firstly. Just gonna watch this low. That low, I'll be watching it. It might be a low that will give me something tangible. But for now, if it rejects and come back up, hmm, yep. No, nothing. Okay. No, I'm not gonna take a trade until if we take out this high on S&P 500 and then we don't take it on on Nasdaq, then I think I will be a bit considerate to take this trade. I'll consider it, and if it doesn't take that, I'll be extra worried for me to take that trade because just gonna remove this. At this point, there's two reaction. There's 15 minutes to reject their comeback lower because it looks like a breaker and come back check out that high. So those are the only two things that I have. Until then, I think I'm just gonna be watching closely and not pulling in trigger. Thou shalt not pull a trigger. Until you take out that low, I'm not gonna pull a trigger. That's until we take out London low, I'm not gonna pull a trigger, yeah. Until we take out the London low, I'm just gonna be watching. We need to take the London low until I look for longs. For now, no. For now, no. Yeah. Let's watch and see, man. Yeah, my eyes are heavy. Need to call someone. What's your bias, man, for tonight? So these are the two options that I have. I'll keep it here. Himabala. I'll look at your comment here. If it does give me this, I will love it. Or it gives me something like this. Look at that. Coming for London's low. So if we take out the London low, definitely I might consider a trend. Just watching the London low. So this is the London low, ne? That's London low. I am just watching London low. What's gonna happen during London low? Please don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. So don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm just looking for long. So it's either it reaches back to that 15 minutes fair value gap, or we take a session low, which is the London low. And then after taking the London low, I'm gonna look for longs. Until then, I don't think I'll just jump into a trade. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll appreciate you guys if you could like and get to 100 subscribers. So session low, it's important now for me. Either Nasdaq or S&P 500, so I'll be just watching. But if it rejects between the session low, does not come back to the session low, gets back to this 15 minutes, I might short at that 15 minutes. Until then, there's nothing I can do within this trade. So I just have to wait. And then I think I'll speak more of, I think I'll also speak about more about I'll also speak about the swing positioning that I have. Remember, I'm short USD JPY, Euro JPY, and then also gold, but I bought an ETF. But while waiting for this, don't forget to like and subscribe. While waiting for that to happen, get back here. Let's just quickly, I just want to quickly show you something. This is a middle of nowhere, man. That is why I don't want to long here. But so the here, sorry, the trade has already happened on Tuesday. You could look to go long here. You could look to go long here because the hedge fund is giving me a bullish rating, but the trade has already happened, so I'm not even gonna look for this trade. Um, and as I said, we're going close to NFP and other days, so it's not worth a risk that I want to put. AUDJPY, AUDJPY very bullish unless it comes back here. Until then, I'm not gonna even attempt to go long. So there's nothing much happening, man. Nikkei, DAX, Bitcoin. So those are things that are bearish. But for now, I think I'm happy with my short here and my short here. I'm happy with that. But let's look at the day trade. Let's continue the day trading. Hmm. I am just don't forget that I'm just waiting for a session low to happen, then I'll look for the trade. Or reject back to that fair value gap, then I'll look for a trade. Until then, no, I'm just sitting on my hands. You sometimes have to learn to sit on your hands, man. Yesterday we got a good trade. I don't think it's worth me risking. And yesterday was supposed to be twist to twitches that I missed the second trade. So it's not worth me risking right now. Okay, just gonna quickly prepare something. I'm coming. The market is not moving today. Yeah, so I'm just waiting for these movements, man. Until then, I'm not gonna trust me. I'm not gonna do anything because this is a session low. Let me show you. Boom. So this is a session low. Oh, come on. This is a session low. If we can take London low, that's London low, or come back inside within this AM session fair value gap, look for lower prices lower. Until then, if we don't take one of, if Nasdaq or S&P 500 does not take that, one of the two, and then I don't think I'm interested in taking a trade. I'm just hoping one of them sweeps this low, and then I can look for a trade to target that. Until then, I am sitting on my hands. There's something that I was looking for. Did I check? Let me see. Oh, I need to set up my limit here. So I'm looking for longs on CHF JPY as we retrace lower. Now it's close to 50% retracement. I'm gonna look for long on the 75% retracement. That's 75% retracement. Limit are set. So let's see what happens, man. Giving a bullish reading on the H funder. Nikkei. It's giving a bearish reading, but I'm not going to trade it as a bearishness Nikkei. But anyway, China 40, China 50. Let me see China 50. I've not looked at China 50 before, you know? And I also want to look at SA top 40. I've not looked at SA top 40 in a while now. Okay, SA 40. I just don't like worth retesting. I think I will look, for me, my good risk to reward is this low. So if it gets back to that low, I'll buy SA top 40. Yeah. Yeah. I think as you go along, you realize that as you're swinging, you look at this and think that makes sense to buy as to trade SA top 40 now. The index looks quite well, man. So I don't think I'll be complaining just to take that. But I told you that in between, I will jump into between indices and my potential trade that I'm looking for. Do not forget to like and subscribe. As I said, I'm just looking for one of them to take out the session low, man. If not, if that doesn't happen, then I'm gonna take a trade as it retraces back to the upside. Because London low is still intact. Do not forget to like and subscribe, guys. And just check in. Where are you watching from? I would love to see that, hey? I'll love to see that. Where are you watching from? Where are you watching from? I have to take this call. Hold on. So, guys, I have a surprise for you. If you get to 100 subscribers, I have a giveaway for everyone. One person, but I'll let you know. Just subscribe, and then once we get to 100 subscribers, we'll decide what to do for you with our partner broker Tickmill. But for now, I'm still looking for longs or short. It's a neutral bias, a sweep below London low, and I'm gonna look for longs. A retest to 8 p.m. session range within that 15 minutes per value gap. I'm gonna look for short. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna look for short. So for now, I'm just gonna sit and watch. That's what I'm looking for. And on the other side, I'm talking with my beautiful woman. That is why I'm muted. As bad news is the market is extremely slow today. Extremely slow. But it's still 8:30, so we still have enough time that we can sweep the London low and push back to the upside. So let's just be patient. Look at this. This is literally barcoding. This is literally barcoding. So as I said before, it would be nice, check out that low and come back to that high. So look for a trade, something like this. Mm, Something like this. That would be extremely nice. But until it takes out this low, I'm not gonna do anything. I'm gonna sit on my hand. Ain't gonna pull the trigger. So just take note of that. We're not checking that S&P 500 Nasdaq is also not checking that. So just waiting for NQ and thing ES just to do what I want. Yes, baby. Ngiyavuna, emalini nayikhala. think as we're going to the power hour, I'm gonna give the market few minutes just after power hour to look for a trade. If I'm not gonna get a trade, then I'm gonna call it a night. The market is extremely slow for my iPhone, so I'm gonna call it a night. I'm just gonna give it a few minutes just after 9 o'clock, which is power hour. Yeah, but 10 minutes max. Then I'm just gonna call it a day. This thing is just backwarding. Wait, Fifi. No, I do trade, but I trade a personal account, Fifi. What's up, man? Hola. I trade the personal account. Do you trade prop firm stock, Fifi? And which prop firm do you use? I'm just waiting today. I got a trade yesterday. I think yesterday I went short, closed it on 1.5 RR. Today, break even. I mean, today, no trade, I mean, so far. Just waiting for the power hour to see what's going to happen. Am I going to get a London sweep low and move to the upside? But yeah, do you trade prop firm, Fifi? And which prop firm do you use? Okay, so if you tell me, are you a scalper or a day trader? And then when you day trade, how do you trade? How did you blow the accounts? Are you doing the South African thing, no risk, no rari, or you properly trade? For example, I do have an account. It's an aggressive account that I'm trading right now. I risk about 3% on that account for me, 3% to 4% sometimes. It's a bit aggressive for me. Risk 3% per trade. Right now, I'm almost on break even on that account. I do trade it, deposit sometimes, withdraw it from that account. It's a very active account. So yeah, they don't trade prop firms as yet. So when tell me, how do you do it, brother? How do you trade? Do you barcode? Are you an aggressive trader or not? Yeah, no, the sound is back. Sorry, man. Are you an aggressive trader or not? I was on a call with my wife. Please do not forget to like and subscribe as you're joining. Remember what I said? I'm just waiting for this London low sweep. If that doesn't happen, I'm not gonna look for a trade. And to be honest with you, if by 10 past nothing has happened, I'm gonna call it a night. And so, if you, where are you from? So, though, I forgot to ask, where are you from? So, this is how I trade. I do have, I do swing trading, I do day trading like during now. I'm just day trading on my normal account, on another account. I do swing trading. So, on the swing trading, I'm on a massive drawdown. It's been crazy couple of months. But just to show you, okay, let me do this. I'm just gonna quickly hide this for you. Just gonna log in on somewhere on my brokerage. Gonna hide this now, sorry. So this is the hedge finder that I use on my swing positioning. Come on. It does show it gives me bias using macroeconomics. Look fundamentals, macro fundamentals, looking at your CPI, NFP, um, and then it gives me a bias if it's bullish or bearish. So based on that, I do determine my direction on a swing positioning if I'm gonna be bearish or bullish. So in this case, if we were to look closely, it's giving me a bearish reading on USD JPY, and last week Euro JPY was bearish. So if I were to come and show you here, uh, I am short. I'm short USD JPY. I just here's a trade, just went in, target the low, and then I'm also short Euro JPY as well. I think I'm short on. I'm just longing the yen, but unfortunately I missed this trade. I was looking for a long trade here, but I did speak about it. But also, if we're to look at, as I was saying earlier on, the hedge funder, if we're to look at the hedge funder right now, looking at USDG, the NZD USD, but they also AUD USD, CHF JPY. That's one thing that I wanted to show you now. USD, I have a limit on already. I'm looking to go long as we come back lower. I'm gonna just use this as a hedge just to go long. I'm hoping that it will hold a 75% retracement on that support to look for long on C Swiss franc Japanese yen. So um this is the trade that I'm looking for. Swiss franc Japanese yen. Using the hedge fund that give me a bullish reading. I'll explain this later. But the hedge fund is a very interesting tool for me because I love macros. So if I were to go to the H finder now and say to H finder, hey buddy, I want to see the market heat map. Um, I just want to see the market heat map just to get to give an idea. So I'll just look at euro, the market heat map for euro. So you see that the market heat map for you for the dollar, GDP growth came out bullish. If we were to look at it, look at jobs data at 60% bullish, inflation 50% growth. The economic growth is terrible. It's giving it 25%, 45% of that. So I use all this to determine my bias. Anyway, I use that all this to determine my bias. It gives me a bias. Then I can take a trade the way I want. So this is how I trade, man. But yeah. And then when I'm done explaining this and looking into that, I do day trade as well. Oh, you're from Pulukwane? Okay, interesting, man. It's nice to meet you, brother. I hope you like. And I almost stream every day. I'm from Memelo. Yeah, I do. Look, I use fundamentals to determine my bias, man. Without fundamentals, I'm not going to have my bias. To avoid a lot of things, I use fundamentals to determine my bias. And then from there, I'll know where I'm going. I don't think the trade will happen tonight. I don't think the trade will happen tonight. I don't think we'll take the Asia session low, so I might call it a day. But let me just quickly go through everything that I wanted to go through now. As I said, on my positioning today, I have, but I know once you're on a trade, if you don't chicken out, I know it's tough and tiring, but don't chicken out, man. Just go in. I've been on this trade and on a drawdown from, let's count weekly. I'll show you now. I've been on this trade from one, let's count, first week, second week, third week, fourth. This is the fifth week on the same trade, just consolidating. Very annoying to be honest. But I'm still holding the trade. Um, and then I also took short on USD Also, there's not a lot of movement, but I'll explain why I took it. So here is why I went short. Hold on. So here's why I went short on the on USDJPY. And as I said before, um, so today let's do the macroeconomics. Okay, let's do the hedge finder and show you why I am short. So today, what was happening today? Today we had Joel's opening. We got a miss. So the forecast was 738. We got 718, a miss of 0.2 million. And remember, the re- the jobs data are a very big one right now in terms of to determine where the next where if the Fed will cut rates or not. And if you see Joel's opening looking like that, giving a bearish reading. Also, if I were to just quickly jump in jobs data, looking at NFP data, the previous NFP data was terrible. So people are anticipating a lot on this month. Look at this number. We got a huge miss. NFP data is doing extremely bad on the previous reading. So for now, we're anticipating, or but is barking Gaspedi. But anyway, we're looking forward to this month NFP. And if we get a miss on this month NFP, I believe definitely the red cards are coming. And remember, once you get the red cards, the dollar is gonna go low. And then Joel's opening for today, you can see, and it's been coming down. The jobs data, there's not been a less and less jobs opening. Look at that. So the worry in the Feds right now, it's inflation it's increasing, but jobs data, it's terrible as well. So that's a huge worry for the Fed. So that's why if the jobs data continue dropping, then we're gonna have a problem. Because remember now, look at the inflation. The previous one we got 2.7%. So we are slowly going up in inflation, but the jobs data, it's a problem. So that is why when you look at it, you think, ah, am I gonna go long? Am I not gonna go long? Are the Fed's gonna cut rates? But I believe the Fed's gonna cut rate on the next meeting. And then I think if you watch the Fed's watch two, it will show that it's about 80 something percent the last time I checked that the Fed will cut rates. So looking at all that, definitely we are likely gonna get rate cuts. But because of increasing inflation, jobs data being terrible, there's a phenomenon called oh, I can't say the names, stagnation, where inflation is increasing, jobs data is terrible, so there's no growth. The growth thing, it's not good in an economy. That has propelled the dollar. I mean, that has propelled that has propelled gold and silver. If we're to look at gold, gold right now we've just broken the all-time high. So for me, for gold coming long, I'm gonna just look for that. And I'm bearish on the dollar anyway. But within that, I remember back in the month I bought a gold ETF, uh new gold issue. Where is it? Where is my gold ETF? Here we go. I bought gold ETF. So we just broken now. We're just in profit for the first time in long time. So this is how I trade, man. I all look at this. I look at micros and determine my bias. And my bias are bearish for the dollar. As you know that I'm anticipating rate cuts. I'm anticipating rate cuts. I'm anticipating also an NFP data might come back terribly bad. So that's an indication that we might not get what we want. So therefore, you look at gold. Let me just quickly show you gold. Gold, we've broken all-time high. I'm hoping that we'll retrace back to hold that support to look for long. But as I said before, I have a gold ETF. Instead of trading gold, XAUASD, I decided to buy a gold new ETF, whole new gold issue in the JSE. Where is it? Hold on. I wait, where's the gold new gold issue? I'm drunk, I'm tired, I don't see anymore. Here we go. So this is a trade that I'm holding on gold ETF. We just broken above that resistance area, push to the upside. So I'm hoping that we're gonna still get more low up, higher prices to come back to this all-time high. Then I can close it. So far, I'm up. I'm up on this ETF um, about from entry to now 4%. But anyway, it's about 2% to be fair. So yeah, that's how I trade, man. But with that, also silver has been very good. Silver has been, hey, silver has been a beast, man. With the stagnation, uncertainties in the market, silver have been a beast. Let's just quickly check silver. So this is how I trade, Fifi. Look at this for silver. Look at that. Perhaps also silver's gonna roll over and look for longs. But anyway, yeah. So Fifi, that's how I swing trade. That's how I day trade, man. So what do you think? So yeah, this is how I trade, Fifi. So what do you think, Fifs? Before I go, do you have any question, Fifi? Oh shucks. Let me see. Anyway, any question, Fifi? Okay, nothing. So thank you so much, guys. I know it's a boring day today. We didn't get any trade, so we look into it where we improve on our. Okay, thanks. You don't have any question, Fifi? Okay, man. I'm gonna call it a day. So thank you so much. If you have anything, you can just text me, man. On in here, or just leave a comment after the live has ended on this video, or we can just chat, man. And anyway, thank you so much, guys, for joining me. Truly appreciate all of you. And this was us trading the closing bell. Nothing today. The market was extremely slow, just backwarding for nothing. And we're gonna call it a day. You know how CPI the week is. So yeah, I'm gonna call it a day, man. Have a great day. Thank you to Fifi and appreciate you, brother.